If you're looking to buy some cheap and reliable coins, make sure you check out NHL Coin Market, link in the description. Just go tax at checkout for 5% off. How's it going, guys? Tax HD here, bringing some big news. As you guys can see by the title, EA just announced the NHL 16 EASHL beta. They've been teasing this for the last couple weeks. I think everyone knew this was coming. What else could they really be doing for EASHL in the middle of the summer? But I'm really excited for this. The beta is going to be dropping on July 30th on both PS4 and Xbox One. It's running until August 6th. You have a week to play NHL 16 ESHL, which is pretty awesome. Obviously, we've been without ESHL for like almost a year now. If you guys want to be in this beta, all you have to do is own NHL 15 on either the Xbox One or the PS4 or the Xbox 360 or the PS3, and then own an Xbox One or PS4. So if you have an NHL 15 on the Xbox One or PS4, it's the easiest way to play the beta. All you have to do come July 30th, go on the NHL 15, and one of the tiles on the main menu screen will be like NHL 16 ESHL beta. Click that, download it, start playing. Now, if you have NHL 15 on the 360 or PS3, you need to have also bought one of the new consoles, Xbox One or PS4. So like, say you got the game in September for 360, you got an Xbox One for Christmas, but you never upgraded the game, you can still play the beta. You just have to opt in, make sure you get emails from EA Sports. I'll put a link to that in the comments section. And then come July 30th, when you go on your Xbox One, even though you don't have NHL 15 on there, because you bought it on the previous console, you can still access the ESHL beta. So it's pretty cool. As you guys can see at the bottom here, it says must be 18 plus, but I'm sure most of you guys who aren't 18 can probably figure out your way around that. Some more information on this, guys. Like I was saying, the beta ends August 6th, so we have a whole week to play NHL 16 EASHL. I'm really pumped here. Hopefully we can get a good group of guys together, play the game. I've seen some footage from it, heard some things. It looks like a lot of fun, but I'm also really interested to see how it works, because there's been a lot of changes. The download size on the Xbox One and PS4 is about 5 gigabytes, so make sure you have that space. And as you can see, it doesn't have an exact time for when it's going to go live on July 30th, so don't be like waiting around all day at home. Just kind of like come in periodically and check to see if it's if you got it or not. One thing that kind of sucks, it says you can't preload the beta, so a lot of games you digitally download, say the game comes out Tuesday, on Monday you could preload it, and then come Tuesday like 12:01 a.m. or whatever, you can start playing right away. Unfortunately, you can't do that with the beta. And like I was saying, guys, a lot of changes here in ESHL. Is there player progression in ESHL? This is the biggest change, as there's no longer player progression. EA said this is basically to make the game more competitive, opposed to having to start out like a 55 overall guy, trying to grind all the way to 90 overall, Legend 3 skater, whatever. You now just don't have those player progression stats. Every single player comes with like a base stat, I guess you could say. So whether you've been playing ESHL for 6 months or you just got the game, your players will be the same stats and skill. It'll basically be down to the actual user skill, which is pretty cool. And I think the big reason for this is try to make the game more competitive, opposed to having, to do that whole grind to get to the top. Everyone can just use players on an equal balance, field, and then it's basically just going to come down to how good that person actually controlling the player is, not how good the players are. So I think that's really cool, as I was someone who never got to Legend 3 anyway, so in all like the YouTuber All-Star games, everyone else had Legend 3s, they're pretty close to, and I'd be rocking like a rookie 1 or some shit. So I think I like this. Obviously it keeps away from a little bit of the customization, but they're really trying to push the competitive sides of ESHL, so I think it makes a lot of sense. For the beta, it says you need 2 to 6 players on each team to play, which is usually how it is. If you're playing with one person, you're not playing ESHL, so you need at least 2. And then obviously the 6 means that you can finally play as a goalie, which is huge that they finally added that in. Obviously it's not like a feature, but it's something that I'm glad at least we see now in NHL 16. And then right here you guys can see it says, is there a place to give feedback on the beta? So obviously with a beta, they want to hear from you guys. They want to hear like what's working, what you think needs to be fixed. There's a link there. I'll make sure to also include that in the comments section. Next, guys, it says we will customize my player and goalie in the beta, and this is yes. And I actually was pretty surprised by this. I thought the beta would kind of be like trimmed down from the actual ESHL, but it looks like it's everything you can do in the actual game. You can create and customize your players and goalie, which is really cool. I'll actually have a video later, guys, showing you some of that. It also says your player, team, and stats carry over to the main game. Unfortunately, it won't, but at least it'll keep track of your player, team, and stats during the beta. And it says you will have to recreate your team once NHL 16 launches in September. So, lastly here, guys, do you need a full lineup to play the game? Like I said, you only need 2 players. AI will take control of the other positions. There's ways you can find a team to play on if you don't have any, friends that play ESHL. And then lastly, it says if you have NHL 15 through EA Access, which is like the $5 a month EA thing, which gives you a bunch of games, early access, discounts and stuff, you will still be able to get the beta. So that's really cool. So like, let's say you have an Xbox One or PS4 and you never bought NHL 15, but you have EA access, then you automatically get the beta. So that's pretty cool, I think. for them to do that. Is like you really didn't buy NHL 15, you kind of bought EA Access, which also includes NHL 15. So it's cool to see that even if you have that, you still get to play the beta. So that's all the information I have for now, guys. I'm gonna have a video later going more in depth about the actual ESHL game mode, talking customization, seasons, stats, players, all those things. Should have that out probably an hour or two after this video goes live. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure to leave that thumbs up. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day. Goodbye.
Come and get it.